aim to be world-class champions. Target is to be the finest marksman. At the Marksman Training Center, this is the mindset of every soldier. The Philippine Army is home to the best shooters who have distinguished themselves not only in local competitions, but in international competitions as well. At the Marksman Training Center in Camp O'Donnell, Capas, Tarlac, members of the Philippine Army don't just become sharpshooters. They are home to become world-class marksmen.
So yung magiging part ng Manunudla, of course, maging shooter ka. Tapos meron ding ang pwede lang magsuot dito as per instruction yung naka-abroad. Isa ka na sa nakuha sa elimination round at ikaw ang magre-represent dito nga sa ASEAN Army Rifle Meet.
Captain Jose Carlos Coruña is one of the trainees yearning for this badge. Their marksmanship skills are enhanced by joining various shooting competitions here and abroad.
To be able to earn the Manunudla patch, you have to undergo the basic marksmanship training, advanced marksmanship training, and you need to be able to pass the marksmanship trainers training courses for both pistol and rifle. And then you must be able to represent the country in any international shooting tournament for you to be able to wear the Manunudla.
The Philippine Army Shooting Team has won the most coveted trophy in the 2014 Australian Army Skills at Arms meeting. Their team has defeated the best shooters from the armed forces of the United States and 12 other countries.
Ngayon, ang sinasalian ngayon ng team dito is yung tinatawag na AASAM, BISAM, at saka yung AARM, Army ASEAN Rifle Meet. Yung AASAM ang sumasali doon, mga first world country. Nag-world champion na tayo doon. Natalo natin yung Amerika, British, Canada. So yun ang nagpatunay na world class na rin itong team nito.
The AASAM is an annual shooting competition among different units of the Australian Army aimed to showcase the marksmanship of participating teams. It also serves as a venue to exchange techniques and learn from each other. The Army team won 14 gold medals, 50 silver medals, and 2 bronze medals in the team matches.
Sa aming pagsali sa mga competition is napakalaking bagay na pinanghawakan namin yung karangalan ng ating bansa. Hindi lang sa aming sarili, hindi lang sa aming unit, kundi sa buong bandila ng Pilipinas.
Well, not to be biased, but in the latest PNP AFP Olympics that saw the participation of the Philippine National Police, the 3 major services, the Philippine Army Shooting Team emerged as the champions, and it is the Philippine Army Shooting Team that represents the country in international tournaments. So I am proud to say that the Marksmanship Training Center is the premier marksmanship training center of the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Philippine Army team proved its very high level of marksmanship, making it equal to the other armies not only in the ASEAN region, but also the whole world.
At the Southeast Asian picture, our toughest opponents would have to be Indonesia and Thailand. Well, of course, because of our training and our equipage, I would say that we are just at par. There's just a slight edge sa equipment and of course ammunition, but training-wise, we have world-class training. We do not fall far from first, second, and third place. We get first, second, or third sometimes, but hindi po tayo bumabagsak dun sa top 10. That's how good your Philippine Army Shooting Team is.
Up next, what it takes to be an elite marksman. The Philippine Army implements various training programs to further enhance the shooting skills of each soldier.
May kanya-kanyang team dito, katulad ng pistol team, men and ladies. Tapos mayroong carbine team, yun yung tinatawag na basic. Carbine, meron din rifle, tapos mayroong machine gun. Tapos sa stages, may kanya-kanyang stages naman. Pistol, rifle, carbine, iba-ibang klaseng discipline.
Going through the marksmanship training is like taking a college degree.
4 years bago magiging competitive. Lahat ng klase ng competition. So, ganoon na nga, yung pagpunta sila dito, nagre-recruit kami ng potential shooter. At dito iti-train.
Leaders of the training are like snipers too when it comes to selecting target members.
Sa ngayon, meron kaming mobile training team. Umiikot silang nagtuturo. At isa yun sa pamamaraan na makakuha ng mga potential shooter na pwedeng maging magaling na shooter.
Challenge is their everyday ordeal.
Yung una, yung sinabi mong gaano ka-rigid. Oh my God. Advantage at disadvantage na dito na unang-una. Maghapon kasi na training ko. So, kaya kung rigid, talagang rigid kasi araw-araw.
Sa MTC po, your Marksmanship Training Center soldiers start their day with their exercises, their calisthenics. That starts at around 4:30. We run an average of about 5 to 7 kilometers a day. And then we have our conditioning drills. We have our planking exercises to strengthen our core because shooting is a discipline of muscle controls.
One should load his gun with bullets of determination, passion, and discipline.
Iba ito kasi kumbaga ito na yung trabaho namin. We teach, then we shoot. We act as instructor, we shoot, national one or international. So, exciting. Nakakatulong kami sa kapasundalo, lalo yung mga bagong pumapasok na sundaluhan.
Compared to other marksmanship training, scenario-based shooting application are conducted in the training field.
While the IPSC and IDPA are tournaments of speed and accuracy on regularly occurring scenarios, the AARM, the Southeast Asian Rifle Meet, and the Australian Army Skillet Arms Meet are more tests of how soldiers really fight in the field. Kaya yung mga distances po namin doon are 300, 400 meters po. Sa IDPA, the farthest would be probably 50 meters.
Lady Cadet Leia shifted from arrows to bullets.
Dati po kasi akong archer. Ngayon, sa tingin ko, walang pinagkaiba yung pagiging archer sa shooting. Kaya trinay ko siya. Nag-enjoy naman po ako hanggang yung skills ko parang na-develop na siya. Hanggang sa yun, sinasali na kami. Pag may elimination, nakakapasa. Pag nakapasa ka sa elimination, automatic mag-shoot ka ng abroad for competition. Dito po kasi kailangan ng patience, dapat willing ka, at nandun din yung skills.
She too desires to be a top-notch shooter like the rest of the team.
Sa akin kasi, sumasali ako sa practical para makakuha ng self-confidence ko para sa laban ko ng abroad. Ang pinakamahalaga is self-confidence and exposure.
Anyone with perseverance can be an elite shooter.
Sabi nga, medyo mahirap siguro, pero sabi nga nila, kung gusto, maraming paraan. Kung ayaw, maraming dahilan. So, pupunta tayo ngayon sa paraan kung yung mga sundalo na gustong pupunta rito, it's just a matter to coordinate sa commander na gusto nilang pupunta rito. Merong mga coordinations na gano'n eh. O kaya kung interesado sila, kahit di siguro sila magaling sa shooting, sa lahat ng mga sundalo. Gumawa kayo ng paraan kung paano kayo mapunta rito. Gusto nyo pumunta dito, gusto nyo mag-training. It's just a matter sa kanilang mga commanders. Mapupunta naman sila dito.
We encourage you to be part of the Philippine Army Shooting Team.
We would like everyone to signify their intent to join the unit, the center. Not only will it validate your skills as an individual soldier, but more importantly, it will give you the opportunity to represent your country in ways that the ordinary soldier can't. So, for all of you who are interested, please don't be afraid to contact the Assistant Chief of Staff or personnel of the Training and Doctrine Command and signify your intent. We are going to be more than happy to welcome you to the center.